Is the living wage in Canada is enough to cover the basic living expenses? Well, it turns out in most part of the country, the answer is not really. Victoria, BC is the biggest gap between minimum wage and what's called the living wage. So someone would have to make to cover basic expenses like food, rent, and all that sort of thing. There, the minimum wage is $15.65 per hour, while a living wage is $20.29 per hour. That means a full-time employee earning the minimum wage would still fall around $16,000 short of covering their basic cost every year. In Toronto, it is a similar story. Living wage is around $23.15 an hour, while the minimum wage is $15.50 an hour. In Calgary, living wage is $24.40 an hour, and the minimum wage is $15. In St. John's, New Brunswick, the living wage is $21.60, and while the minimum wage is $14.75 an hour. In fact, there's nowhere in Canada where the minimum wage is above the living wage. The city that comes closest is Regina, Saskatchewan, where the living wage is $16.23 an hour and the minimum wage is $13 an hour. But even there's still a shortfall of almost $6,000 per year. Bottom line is, if you're not getting help from somewhere else, getting by on minimum wage is pretty impossible in any Canadian city.